was there a kidnapping of 300 girls in Chibok? Now, I was watching Aisha Yusuf on one of these media outlets trying to justify her actions during the protest. But I was taken aback because it seems as if up till now she was acting on the premise that there was indeed 300 girls that were kidnapped. Now, in a bid to refresh our minds, let me take you back. One morning, it was said or alleged that 300 schoolgirls were abducted from a science school and taken away by terrorists, otherwise known as Boko Haram, in the north. And before you knew it, there was public outcry, there was outrage to the extent that people were now protesting in America. The wife of the American president was one holding banner, "Bring back our girls." But I told people then that this was all about bringing Jonathan down. I guess that cannot be gainsaid because it is quite obvious today. You see, Africa may think they have had independence, but it is actually physical independence. Africans are no longer rushed into boats or ships, forced out of their country to America to work in the farms. Now there are machineries, there are tractors. What 100 people can do in a month, one tractor can do it in hours. So they don't really need human beings to pick cuttings, to cut their sugar cane, to work for them. Machineries can do that now. So, but they need our resources. Europe cannot survive without the resources of Africa, period. Now, the only way they can get our resources to keep streaming down Europe is to print one paper and tell you that their own paper has more value than your own paper. And therefore, everybody's rushing to get that paper. Even if it means they tell you, okay, you want my paper? Okay, fine. You want my currency? Now give me your resources. Now you think before I process my resource, my raw materials, I will just give me the currency, and then you collect their currency. Now they take it back, refine it, and come and sell it back to you using the value they've placed on their currency that they said was bigger than your own currency. At the end of the day, you find out that all you have with yourself is just a piece of paper, but the actual mineral resources is not with you, it's with them. Now they sell things back to you like phones, refined oil, to the extent that they've made Africa dependent on importation. And before the trick or before the jig catches up on you that they are actually collecting your resources by giving you nothing, they tell you to come and borrow, we will help you. They still give you those same piece of paper that is nothing, but tell that, hey, I've already told you that my paper is more expensive than your paper, but in order to do that, since I'm helping you, please make your currencies to be even more worthless than my own currency, so that you can keep coming to ask me for more. Then I'll keep telling you to give me your resources. Do you know that there are countries where $100 is approximately a trillion number of a certain African country? Now, what I've gone through this route just to know why some African leaders are bent to worship Europe even after claiming to be physically independent. Now, Goodluck Jonathan was someone who brought a different style of administration that tends towards Africa becoming dependent on its own resources. Now, the white man will never want that. And how best was it to destabilize an administration is to create the sensation that there is insecurity. That's why most African countries, or that is why most unrest in African countries have been unrest, because an unstable